Everyone get out!
Hello tankers and tankettes, welcome to a Flat Panzer IV replay. This is from when I was still grinding it. This is actually an 810 replay, and it's obviously one from the stream because I'm with Circonflexes and Foch. Now we're top tier, Foch is in the KV-1S and Circon is in the Dickermax, and I've got this thing, the derp Flat Panzer IV, and I never quite have settled on the gun for this because I've actually still got it in my garage. As I'm recording this, I now have the Jagdpanther unlocked. I don't have it enlisted yet, but I've kept this in the hope that historical battles will pick up a bit more, because the Jagdpanzer IV is one of those vehicles that you can use in historical battles. In fact, I think more than one historical battle. So, yeah, I never did settle on a gun, like I said. Sometimes I've used the short 88, sometimes I've used the 75mm L70, and other times I've used this, the 105mm derp, which used to be the terror of the lower tiers. Hetzers used to roam the lands, laying waste to really everything with these guns, and a bit less so these days, but you can still do some nasty things with a derp Hetzer. Also, derp Panzer IVs, derp Shermans, derp everything else that can mount this derp. It's alright. I mean, the gun selection is, I think, what makes the Jagdpanzer IV a bit lackluster. It's alright otherwise. It's got very low profile, it's got pretty nice camo rating, the mobility's okay. If you were really seriously grinding through this thing, then I suppose what you'd do is put on the short 88 and load up a lot of premium ammo. Not, all the premium ammo, because if you're top tier you don't need it, but there's a lot of targets you just wouldn't be able to hit with a 130 odd pen at tier 8. It just wouldn't happen. So I'm up on this flank. Foch is in the middle, Circon on the left flank, and you can see so many people behind Circon. Bear in mind, he's in a Dickermax, not known for its armour. So Foch and I are kind of able to support each other, because I can fire down into the middle from here, and he can fire up at the slope that's in front of us if we spot stuff that's there. Now, I've got a heat shell loaded. I want this first shot to count for a lot, so I've got a heat shell loaded, and I'm going to blind fire it at that VKP. No idea if it penned, no idea if it even hit. We won't know till later, so that's just going to be a mystery. I've gone right back to HE. HE is the majority of what I fire with this. The AP shells, if you're firing at lower tiers, if you're firing at, say, tier 4s, then you can use the AP to decent effect. But otherwise, it's pretty much HE nearly all the way. I don't have many heat shells on this, as you can see, so I'm not exactly spamming the heat. Right, that Covenant is down. Now I've got a Panzer. Now is that a Panzer 3-4? I'll just have a quick check. That is a something Panzer IV that's up here, as well as a T28. So I've got some backup. There's some people with me that are lower tiers, so I'm not completely alone here. But there's not that many things on this flank on our team, and as you can see, Foch is actually moving more towards Circon to give him some support, because the T150 and the T3485 are actually behind an Su-85B and a Dickermax, both of which so well armoured, right? So I'm just trying to derp this Doghouse ARL-44. I mean, he's the Doghouse. He's got the stock turret, but honestly, he's still. If he's using the BDR gun, he could still be dangerous. That's still 130 odd pen with 240 alpha, and I fire way too late to hit that Wolverine, which is a pity. If I'd put one in the top of that Wolverine, I could have derped him hard. Now I know there's a Churchill down there, but I'm not being cautious here at all. Look where I am. Look where I've placed myself. I'm getting pretty lucky. I don't think the view range, I can't remember offhand what the view range on this is. It's 300 and something meters. It's not fantastic. Sometimes I run this with binoculars, and yeah, Panzer IV just been killed by Churchill 1. We just noted that. I haven't. Old me hasn't, because I'm still dilly-dallying out in the open here, still focusing on this Churchill 7. And there is stuff moving up to the slope, and all we've got really is a T150, and there we go. I've been spotted. Don't have Sixth Sense on this crew. and it's me and a T28 who's badly damaged at this stage, and I need to. Yeah, that T150 is now down. This is suddenly looking rather bad. Can I get the 3001p? Yes, but apparently I don't take the shot because I've got a heat shell loaded. Maybe I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Backing off because there's all kinds of fire going on here, and if they come up here, they can easily overwhelm me, and it looks like they're going to try to. The heat shell's a bit of a. I mean, I want to be able to do some damage and really hurt these guys, but the heat shell is still a bit of a risk because heat shells don't get normalized in the way that AP does. So yes, it's the best penetrating shell I've got, but this is derp gun accuracy, and there's every chance it'll just like bounce off. So I'm just trying to have a peek, but it's risky when you don't have Sixth Sense. And there we go. I've switched back to HE. Not sure why. I could have had that Wolverine. Artillery gets him though. I'm taking all kinds of fire though. And oh, that's unlucky. That's a lucky derp. I derped that guy for his remaining health. Oh, ouch. Don't know what that was, but it hurt. Something fast firing. Maybe the Electo? If it had been the SU-100, I would have known about it. Wrong direction for the Churchill, although he's probably firing in this direction as well. There's the Churchill 7. Foch is actually... I think I was in TeamSpeak going, Hallup, please! Hallup! And Foch did come back to try and help out. I'm going to fall back a little bit further because I can still get shot by stuff in front of me, potentially. But I'm going to help Foch because... Although, yes, he's in a KV-1S, the Churchill 7's very fast firing, so in between reloads, Foch is going to be basically helpless. If that's a 13, 14 second reload. So I'm just going to derp this Churchill from behind, see if I can help out Foch. And, oh, that's a good hit, and it tracked him. Foch gets the kill. He's low health now, though, 42. And the Electo was down there, so maybe it was that guy. 12-6, I think we've got this one now. It's the 3001p, the Churchill, and the Electo. Circon's going after the Electo. Foch is just going to stay around and give support fire in the middle. And there's that Churchill, who is full health. Oh dear, oh dear. I guess I did hit the 3001p, by the way, because I should have noted that before, but that blind heat shell clearly hit and penned him for a pretty reasonable amount of damage. And the Electo gets Foch. Oh, okay. There's the Churchill, and that derp shell misses entirely. He gets the T28. Foch is down. It's me, Circon, and a T40. Apparently my radio range was... I had stock radio range or something. And there we go. Finish him off with the heat shell. Wasn't necessary for a heat shell, but that Electo just missed. It was... I didn't know that somebody else was going to hit him before I hit him, of course, so... Big flat turret on the Churchill. Heat shells are the bane of the Churchill one's existence because it's got that flat turret, and it's if you come across a derp gun like KV-1 derp or a medium with a derp or something like the flat panzer, you know, it's really annoying when someone just pens you through the turret with heat shells because there's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, let's take a look at the actual scores. I got a Spartan medal in that one, so I did actually bounce something when I had that very, very low health, which is nice. The JagdPz it's got just enough armour that if you are angled, you can occasionally get lucky bounces. I did alright in that one. I had second best score after Foch. Foch had 5 kills, 1537 damage. I had 3 kills and 1538 damage. So, yeah, even though I did just that smidge more damage, Foch had more kills, and also I think he probably had more spotting damage as well. He would have picked up some of my XP, especially when I was shooting at that Churchill 7. Circon came in third with 1247. The rest of the team, bit of a drop off. That T28 that was actually up there with me was 4th place. T40, 5th place. Panzer 4, 6th place, and then only down when we get to the 7th and 8th places do we then see those top tiers. Some of the top tiers, I mean, the T-34-85 did absolutely nothing at all, 0 damage, so that was not particularly great. And on the enemy team, it was really only the Churchill 7 that did a significant amount of damage. The rest of their team wasn't especially great. It was, from that match, it was more being alone on that flank and just having some very I don't know, it was very dicey at various points. Also, I made a nice amount of credits from a couple of missions on that one. I think there would have been at least 2 different missions. 173,000 credits profit. Yet that's quite nice from a tier 6 match. The new the new credit system, the new missions system. Well, it's not that new anymore, but it's pretty nice. It can throw up some very nice results. And even if you don't have a premium account, if you're going after the missions, it can be a very, very good way to grind some credits. And I wasn't intentionally doing it in this one, it's just it had a very nice result. So, if you liked this video, you can hit the like button, you can leave a comment below, you can subscribe to my channel, and of course, as always, stay tuned for more.